name is Steve Stevens, the best sports consultant money can buy. I make more money betting sports than anybody in the world. I'm the one that tells you who to bet. I'm not a bookie, I'm the Bookie Killer.
If money talks, then I got a lot to say. I'm on the grind trying to make $100,000 a day. The game that I pick, believe me, it's a winner. What I know could get you rich, cause all I pick is winners. Welcome to Las Vegas. Money talks, money talks. Welcome to Las Vegas.
Just because you don't like them don't mean they ain't paying.
I love your attitude. Just like if these guys don't like us, they wouldn't listen to our fucking show, huh?
If there's no meat on the bones, there's no meat on the bones.
If there's no meat, she ain't gonna eat your bone.
I got plenty of meat on the bones.
Should we do the show?
Do the show.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You are now tuned into the VIP Sports Podcast. I'm Darren Otero, a.k.a. Steve Stevens. They call me Bookie Killer in the streets. Sitting here with my co-host, the Big Skipper. Big vitamin water on your desk there. You must be feeling good today.
I'm feeling great for more reasons than one. I mean, the porno convention's coming to town this weekend.
Yes, it is, actually.
My brother's coming from Philly to visit this weekend. He'll
Is
be
he?
in time. He'll be here in time for the party at the house for the Eagles on Sunday.
You got the Avn Awards over at the Hard Rock that we've actually been invited to from a producer.
Yes.
Wants us to go on a show that they do on the AVN network and wants to interview us and this, that, and the other. I don't fucking know.
Listen, man. Porno convention? Porno?
Yeah, I mean, at my age, like I said, I'm into shooting a couple nuts off, watching porn here and there, but to go live it at 42 years old and want to be down there and smell their stinky armpits and watch the fucking go on and talk and do the convention. I did this shit when I was 25. It's pretty boring now, but I'd go give a nice little interview if the paper was right. You know, what about you? You want to go down there and do that guy's interview?
I'm going to have to run that one by the wife.
Are you?
Me hanging out at the porno convention might not go over too well on the home front.
Yeah, see, I'm single, so it really doesn't matter to me, and so I can do whatever the fuck I want. So,
however, you know, if we go to the porno, the Adult Video Network Award Show, I believe is what they're calling it at the Hard Rock.
You know, there's a porno sequence called Money Talks.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, just like our TV show.
Wow.
I remember when we first came out, there was also another Money Talks, and it's pornos. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
There's a stream of episodes called Money Talks. It should be called more like Pussy Talks. I guess Money Talks and...
Let me hear your pussy talk.
Oh, yeah. Got a great show for you guys today, ladies and gentlemen. AFC, NFC championship play this weekend, Big Skipper. Had to be a little bit excited about that. We got a lot of... Shout out to all the whales that are migrating in from Alaska, Hawaii, Texas, all of our whales that are migrating into Las Vegas.
They do come in this time of the year, don't they?
You know, a lot of them are migrating through Hawaii to get to Alaska, but there's a lot of whales that are coming right through Las Vegas to stop by to see the Big Steve and the Big Skipper.
It's like the penguin migration. You know, they're like they migrate up towards Alaska or away from Alaska.
All you see is a bunch of whales fucking coming right to VIP.
Yep.
Walking right in, huh?
They're on their way, my friend. The closer you get to the Super Bowl, the more the whales migrate into Vegas.
That is a fact. Anyway, coming to you, ladies and gentlemen, live and direct from our office here at VIP Sports in Las Vegas, Nevada. We're not running a sports betting podcast or a sports show out of a basement in New Jersey.
No.
Or we're not running a basement show in New York
Baltimore.
or Texas or Wisconsin. We're actually doing it right here in the Mecca, sports betting capital of the world,
right
here in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Yeah, what a beautiful studio, sponsored by betonline.ag, Steve.
Yeah,
man, have they supplied a wonderful studio.
They did put us together a state-of-the-art studio, I must say, and we got your love out there, betonline.ag. Come in the comments, a lot of feedback coming from our chicken sandwich thing that we talked about last week. First of all, I see here that a lot of people were coming back on their feed. They were like the best fried chicken place. They were like Popeyes, Roscoe's, Chick-fil-A, Bojangles, Raisin Chicken, Blue Ribbon. We were only
Raisin Chicken.
Yeah, we were Raisin Cane. We were only talking about a chicken sandwich.
Right.
I said one of the best chicken sandwiches. We were talking about Chick-fil-A. Skip said he loved it, and I had put Farm Basket against it, the clucker or the gobbler. I told you could gobble my balls, but they have a gobbler, which is a turkey sandwich, and we were actually talking about a turkey sandwich. If I had to go talk about all-out fried chicken, I'd probably go to Popeyes.
Well,
over here by my house.
Farm Basket has a turkey sandwich called the Gobbler.
Correct.
And a chicken sandwich called the Clucker. The Mother Clucker.
A clucker. And then they got the taquitos called cluckitos.
No way.
Yeah, so you can cluck these nuts. Yeah, they got chicken cluckitos. So
well, people really love the chicken fucking conversation.
I
last
loved
week.
it. Well, hey, listen, if we could bring them into them one way or another, but if I had to go overall with fried chicken, I personally would probably either go to Popeyes or I would narrow it down to probably Soul Food Cafe or M&M's.
Wow.
On my fried chicken.
M&M's is a soul food cafe, right?
Yeah.
On Charleston?
No, Soul Food Cafe is over here on Rainbow.
Oh,
M&M's
different place?
is off Charleston.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, our boy owns it. What? Where would you go for just straight fried chicken?
Oh, fuck. I don't know. I don't eat fried chicken a whole lot. When I do, I like Popeyes.
Yeah, I was just going to say,
mean-
Popeye's spicy all day long.
I mean,
We always say we got a 3-piece spicy.
that's it. I mean, I'll go with Popeyes. I mean, chicken fingers, Raising Cane's is pretty fucking good.
Let me ask
The
you
problem with Raising Cane's, all they got on the menu
It's
is
chicken fingers.
Chicken fingers,
That-
coleslaw, which sucks,
Hold on.
and their Texas toast,
That's
and
why-
their shitty-ass cold fries.
I love their Texas toast.
They got good sweet tea, though.
Great sweet tea. But I wasn't, that's why I was trying to say, I was just saying, when it comes down to chicken fingers and Chick-fil-A, I would have rather had Raising Cane's, but I wasn't really actually talking
I'll agree with
about
that.
fried chicken. That's what I'm saying.
When it comes to a chicken breast sandwich,
Great.
fried chicken breast sandwich, Chick-fil-A all day.
Okay, and,
If
then,
it comes-
and I said Farm Basket, so that
Okay.
was kind of our beef.
If it comes to fingers, chicken fingers, Raising Cane's is pretty good.
Or 4 kegs, or we have to go down to the hood and get some.
Chick-fil-A is no good for fingers.
No.
I got your fucking finger.
You want to get some catfish, we can go down to the west side and go to Mario's. Forget
Yeah.
about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, we've been there before. It's pretty good.
You're motherfucking right. Shout out to our boy out there getting the job done. But anyway, a lot of feedback. Here's my question. Is there any food out there that you could eat? Is there anything that you could eat out there every day that you don't get tired of besides pussy?
Fuck, you stole my thunder. I was going to say pussy.
Yeah. Besides pussy,
Oh,
your
shit.
girl's pussy. I mean, because if you're just
You're
eating-
asking a 340-pound guy if there's anything that he would like to eat every single day.
No, I said that you can eat every day without getting tired. I've seen you in here eating your program sometimes that you don't like it. What could you eat every fucking day that wouldn't bother you?
My wife makes a homemade ham Popeye, which you know about. It starts.
That has a little ham hock?
She makes it from scratch using ham hocks, boils them down,
I've
gets
had
the
it.
broth going.
Amazing.
She makes the Popeye dough from scratch by hand. Everything. It's about a 4-hour meal. It takes her about 4 hours to make it.
That would be
That's
what-
probably my favorite meal.
That's what you could eat every single day?
Ham Popeye made by my wife. Love you, honey. Made from scratch.
I like
It
that.
is a fucking work of art. I could eat that shit every day. Of course, then I'd be 440 instead of 340.
If I had to eat something every single day, I'd probably have a turkey sandwich like from Capriotti's.
Turkey.
I'd get the homemade square, chunks of turkey, not the sliced shit like
No,
my son likes.
yeah.
The real turkey in there with a little lettuce, mayonnaise, mustard. I could probably eat that every day and not get tired of it.
All right.
So, ladies and gentlemen out there, besides your girl's pussy or ass, what food could you eat every day and not get tired of?
Speaking of that, man, I mean, you're going to need a good toothbrush when you're eating all this fucking food, Steve. Okay? Remember I was telling you I was having a little problem with my teeth, like right before Christmas?
Yeah, what happened?
Well, my wife got me this fucking toothbrush, the fucking triple bristle, it's called.
Oh, the triple bristle.
Triple
huh?
bristle.
That's like
It's-
the triple Indy we
No,
were talking.
yeah, it's an electric fucking toothbrush. Now, there's other electric toothbrushes out there, but most of them are cheesy as fuck. They just have one little single head.
Yeah.
This fucking thing has 3 heads. The triple bristle, it's called. The one goes in the front of your teeth, one in the back, and then one on the bottom.
Oh, so
Fucking-
it sounds like a woman version of the dolphin dildo.
it's funny you
That's
mention
3 different
it's
angles to
funny-
make you
It's
to
funny you
get you
mention.
to where you to clean you
This
up. huh?
fucking toothbrush is fucking amazing. I'm telling you. I don't know what you use to clean your teeth over there. You use a water pick, right?
I use the water pick and then I use the OG toothbrush. I go back and forth to flossing, but right now all the dentists say do not floss.
Right.
Fucks your gums up. Do the water
Floss
pick.
my nuts. But the triple bristle, my friend, if you haven't tried it, check it out. TripleBristle.com. You think they'd be a sponsor by now?
You're not joking. You
What a
think
toothbrush. It's like it's like a fucking dildo for your mouth.
it's a woman's version of the fucking dolphin.
Yeah.
So, do you want to get clean? Do you want to shoot nuts? Do you want the best you can get? Get his toothbrush. Listen, you.
I don't know how we're talking about
I was
toothbrushes.
just gonna say, are you
but
all
the-
done with the chicken and
But
toothbrushes?
the bottom line, you're talking about food, you're going to have to clean your teeth, right? The TripleBristle.com, baby.
Oh, fuck, I love your attitude. Well, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we got a great show for you today. It's January 18th, 2018, podcast 152. What the fuck can you do? Our show is brought to you every week by our good friends over there at betonline.ag, paperhead.com, and our boys Anthony over there at betdsi.com.
Yo, Anthony!
Today's show, we're going to preview the AFC, NFC showdown.
Yes, we are.
Which should be an absolute fucking fantastic
Got my notes
game.
right here.
You got your notes? Congratulations. We're going to talk a little bit about the off-the-field news, NFL divisional recap, NFL championship round preview. We were going to do a little Eagles trivia, but
No, we're not.
That's boring as fuck. We'll cross that off. More importantly, college basketball. We promised you guys that now's the time to get into college hoops, and I'm not bullshitting you. If you want to get a hold of us, call us at 877-220-6540. If you're looking for a free pick, go fuck yourself. You can go to our website at VIPSportsLasVegas.com. Listen, we have $29 picks on there, all the way up to $25,000 a month. We have something for all size, shapes of sports bettor.
If you
Whether
can't
you're
invest,
small
if you
or
can't,
tall.
if you can't invest $29 or $50,
If you can't call us with a $100 bill,
Yeah.
you shouldn't be gambling to start with.
if you can't justify a $50 a bill,
Don't call us. Call
a
someone else.
$50 bill daily to beat your bookmaker, then stop fucking gambling.
And it doesn't make you a bad guy. It's just like you said. You shouldn't be gambling.
You should be doing something else, like fishing or something.
Broke men shouldn't gamble,
Yeah.
and jealous men shouldn't pimp hoes. It just doesn't go together one way or another.
Yeah, take up fucking paper mache or fucking, something, miniature golf.
If you're following or watching the podcast on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to our channel. When you click the subscribe button, make sure you also click onto that bell. Choose to receive notifications on all the videos that we post. We always appreciate your thumbs up. We read every one of your comments. And like I said, even the stalker out there that actually pays money to put in the fake thumbs down. What kind of a fucking loser does that, dude?
Did you see we had like 130 fucking thumbs down?
He's done it like 40 times.
My
They
Lord.
actually pay $10 to go in there. Like, you have nothing else to do with your time besides
What is wrong with you
listen
people?
to us talk in your ear, stare at me all day, jack your cock, and buy fake thumbs downs. You really ain't got nothing else to do? Do me a favor. Put your ass up in the air so I can kick the motherfucker, would you?
I just don't get it, man. I mean, are you really that bored with your life? Are you, seriously.
Find something to do, dude. There's got to be a porno you can put in and jack off that would get you off better than watching.
You're such a fucking hater that we occupy that much of your time. Think about that.
Anyway, you're mental, you're fucked up, and your 5 seconds is up. Guess what we think about you?
There you go.
Eat a dick.
Everything we always say, stay positive, keep yourself surrounded by positive people.
Damn right.
Let the haters be the hate. Let the haters hate.
And
man.
realize if you don't have no hate, you ain't doing nothing.
Oh, yeah.
But our hate turn is more of stalker, which is real scary. Shout out to my stalker that I got to go to court over here in 2 weeks. Finally got him out of the way, huh?
Hey, you want to be a celebrity, Steve? I mean, it comes with the territory.
I guess. We want to welcome all of our new listeners from around the world to the Podcast One network. If you're listening to us on Podcast One, we're excited to be bringing you into my life, a guy, Steve Stevens, who bets big and lives larger. You can download new episodes every Thursday on Podcast One app, Apple Podcasts, or at podcastone.com. And if you're just listening to the podcast and you're not watching it, make sure you check us out on YouTube every week as well. But let me make one thing clear about Podcast One, and I want you to step in here. And it's what separates our show from every other fucking sports show on Podcast One. Can we make that clear real quick? What does our show give that no other show on Podcast One can give these people as far as sports betting, Skip?
Quality sports information from a wagering standpoint.
Okay.
The information we provide is strictly from a wagering standpoint. We're all about helping people make money
Betting sports.
betting sports. We give out advice, several different types of advice, from money management to statistics to trends.
Lingo.
Lingo. We use Steve's bankroll and his personal contacts and the team of experts that we've built around this country that report information into us. It's a big-time operation. We're not over here throwing darts.
So we're not just reporting
This
news
is not.
or-
This is not pin the tail on the donkey.
Uh-huh.
This is serious shit.
Yeah.
And it's all designed to help sports bettors make money.
Here's the bottom line.
We give out plays. We give out free picks every
Hey,
week
hold
on
on.
the podcast, and
80
all they do is win.
80%. So
And we actually bet the games
Correct.
with our own money. That's what makes us different than anyone else out there.
So what separates our show from any other sports show on Podcast One, we do more than just talk about sports. We actually give out 80% winners every fucking week. 151 episodes. We bring you at least 3 winners out of the 5 games that we talk about every single week.
Documented success, over 150 videos of giving people solid information that helps them make money. 75 to 80% of the time, that information is dead on accurate.
We actually bet the games that we're talking about ourselves, and we deal with the biggest sports bettors in the world.
Yes.
That's what separates us from these other shows talking about sports.
Correct.
Plain and fucking simple. We'll show you how to make more money betting sports than any other sports show, and I put my money where my fucking mouth is. I'll give somebody $50,000 fucking dollars if you could show me their last 100 shows versus our last 100 shows, and they have more winning information than we do.
Not possible.
No, it's not fucking possible. So if you want to listen to a show that shows you how to win and how to be a better sports bettor and how you can help make sports betting legal, this is the show.
And people always say, I want to see, where are you documented? Where are you documented? Go back and watch those 152 fucking videos. It's right there. It's all.
If somebody asks where we're documented, you haven't been watching us too long.
Right.
Or you've been living in a fucking cave.
Where are we
I'm
documented?
the number 1 documented person in the world on the Business Financial Network, CNBC. Okay, you know the little network that runs the world called the Business Financial Network? Yeah. They put us on there because stock market and all the money made in the stock that runs the world has gone up and got down. Yes, it is doing good right now, but they wanted to show that there's more money to be made in sports betting than there is in the stock market. And I proved that. So somebody asks us where we're documented. They're just
Hey, Steve, where are you documented? People ask me that on the phone all the time. Hey, where are you documented? Have you listened to any of our podcasts?
Jesus
Every
Christ.
single week we're documented, giving people fucking advice that helps them make money if you're listening.
Guys, we go over 4, maybe 5 games a week, and we hit 80% winners for free every week.
Legitimate.
If you want sports winners and you want to deal with the guys that are actually betting 5 and 6 figures, RJ Bell, I love you to death. I'm not calling you out. You don't bet sports. All you do is talk about it. All you do is talk about what other people do. All you do is talk about other people's success, but you're lucky if you make $100,000 a year. I make millions of fucking dollars betting sports. So do you want a guy that talks about it or a guy that lives it and actually does it? We'll leave it at that.
Show us some videos of your client going into the book betting $50,000 or $100,000 a game.
Show us a picture of your ticket.
Show us some of your tickets.
Exactly. If not, shut the fuck up. That's what our show brings you. And we ought to welcome all of the too fucking many fucking comments that we get about YouTube and how people love our videos and then they want to see more content. Believe me, Skip and I are going to do our best to give you more videos, give you some more content, to keep you motivated and to make you better sports bettors. The reason why we do this, to make sports betting legal, and we're this fucking far from making it
It's
happen.
happening.
And we will be the biggest
any
face.
month now.
That's right. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, VIP Sports LV. You can direct message us with any questions that you have. I'll get back with you immediately. Let's go over some VIP stats of the week, Skip.
Well, here's another thing that we always tell people. And we say this show in, week in, week out, week in. We've said it in every sport, whether it's hockey, baseball, basketball, football, college, or pros. In order to be successful and to be a champion, a team's got to be able to win on the road. How many times have you heard us say that? If you listen to podcasts, we probably said it 400 times. All right? Well, here are the last 4 teams standing, okay, in the NFL. Jaguars, 5-4 on the road, winning record, over 500. The Patriots, 7-1 on the road.
If you guys didn't ride the Patriots all year, shame on you.
Minnesota Vikings, 6-2 on the road. The Eagles, 6-2 on the road.
Which,
you gotta win on the road if you're gonna be there at the end of the season. There it is.
It backs up everything that you've said in every sport. You win on the road, and here's 4 champion teams.
The final 4.
And every one of them has winning records.
And they're all over 500 on the road.
And I'd have to say the team with the worst record here on the road will be the team probably going home first. Let's go over some off-the-field news brought to our boys by betonline.ag. Fair enough? BetOnline.ag is one of the web's most popular betting destinations. Sign up for an account using the promotional code ALLDAY. Get a 50% welcome bonus instantly added to your bankroll. With its management team together since 1991, BetOnline.ag offers wagering on nearly every sport and event possible. Once you're in action, you'll see firsthand why BetOnline.ag has an A+ rating, including the earliest opening odds in the industry. the best live betting software in the business, and most importantly, fast payouts. BetOnline.ag, because you can. Let's talk about some brotherly love, Skip.
Brotherly love, Philadelphia, brother.
What happened out there with the guy out there in Philly?
Some jackass went crazy last week after the game. He got arrested last Saturday night.
This is the fucking idiot that went outside of the game, got kicked out, and actually stole on the fucking horse, right?
Well, he tried to.
Well,
I don't think it's possible to steal on a horse. But
No. We're going to read the story. This guy punched the fucking police horse in his face and his fucking neck. Listen, I'm from the West Coast, okay? The only time we've ever seen police on horses is down there on the Strip, maybe for New Year's. So I'm going to have to get your opinion because I know they're on the East Coast all the time. But even a guy from the West is smart enough to know, wouldn't a police horse be like a police dog? Isn't that like a police officer?
yeah,
That would be the last motherfucking thing I'd be hitting on the way out.
if you assault a police horse or a police dog, yeah, that's a big time charge.
What happened?
I don't know. Some asshole at the link where the Eagles play decided he had to be drunk as fuck, obviously.
Well, a Philadelphia man, okay, they say was arrested on Saturday after police say he punched a police horse after being ejected from the link during the Eagles' 15-10 win over the Falcons.
Yeah, so he was raising hell. The cops fucking were trying to arrest him and kick him out of the stadium, so he fucking attacked their horse.
According to the police, Hendricks allegedly walked up to the mounted officer and began punching the horse in the face, neck, and shoulders.
What a jackass.
He also hit the cop in the legs, says police. Fortunately, the cop and the horse were not injured. He has been charged with aggravated assault, taunting police animals, simple assault, and trespassing. A sports fan hasn't been charged with such a crime since a Nashville Predators fan was charged with throwing a catfish on the ice.
I don't know nothing about that Predators fan.
And what kind of stupid motherfucker would
Punches
punch
a
a
horse?
police horse?
Well, it's funny because
You want to go to jail for sure. You're
Yeah.
drunk.
Oh, you're
You
going
must
to
have
jail.
found out your wife took 3 fucking black cocks in her mouth before the game. She's been busted, disgusted. You realize that she's prostituted. It had to be a little bit more than your team losing and being drunk at the game, dude.
No, I'd say he was probably on something other than alcohol. I mean, anyone that tries to take on a horse, you're a fucking moron, obviously. Let me tell you a police horse story real quick. One year I was down in Mardi Gras in New Orleans. Been to a few of them. Some guy did the same thing. Down in New Orleans on Bourbon Street, a lot of mounted policemen down there on horses.
Aren't a lot of
Okay.
people getting mounted, period, down there on Bourbon Street?
Yeah, especially during Mardi Gras.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. Shout out to New Orleans. And
Shout out to everyone getting mounted during fucking Mardi Gras.
Shout out to New Orleans and Mardi Gras. What a great time.
I'd rather mount someone than see your tits.
Bourbon Street. Oh,
Fuck.
well, yeah.
Don't show me your tits. Fucking bend over. Let me mount you.
Anyway, I seen this drunk fuck one time at Mardi Gras do the same thing. Start fucking punching a horse.
What a stupid motherfucker.
The horse fucking bit his ear off, Steve.
Fuck out of here.
I swear to God.
Oh, and there was nothing he could do about it.
What are you going to do? The motherfucker's bleeding out the side of the head. The fucking horse bit his fucking ear off.
So he must have hurt that horse.
He pulled an Evander Holyfield or Mike Tyson on him.
Oh, well, the horse was obviously mad to bite his fucking
Well,
ear.
fuck, he was getting punched. The horse went ballistic and fucking ripped the dude's ear off.
Yeah, well, guys,
I was standing right there. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen.
I would have to imagine that they played this article off real well. I would have to imagine this guy got the fuck beat out of him.
Oh, yeah, he did.
For beating that guy's horse. What do you think?
For sure.
Aren't you treating this the same as if some guy just broke your police dog's arm off or something? I mean, it's the same fucking thing, isn't it?
Yeah. Like I said, I mean, when you assault a police dog or a police horse, I mean, that's assault on an officer. Yeah, it's not what you want to be doing.
Anyway, buddy, you took your anger out.
Moron.
I guess the good news is you're from Philly and Philly won. So when you woke up out of your county jail, your ecstasy wore off and your PCP wore off, at least you found out you had a winner, huh?
Not good.
He woke up 3 days later, realized he went to jail, but Philly pulled out the winner. NBA is suspending Houston Trevor Ariza and Gerald Green for 2 games apiece for aggressively entering the Clippers locker room after a Rockets loss Monday night in L.A. The league said Wednesday Rockets players Chris Paul, James Harden will not face discipline or fines for their peacemaker roles, the NBA said. On the Clippers side, Blake Griffin also will not face a penalty for the contact he was accused of making with Rockets coach Mike D'Antoni. As far as his role in the on-court conflicts during the game, which he was ejected late in the fourth quarter, Question. What are your thoughts on the recent scuffles in the NBA? Are these dudes thinking that they're too street again? Is it going back to the Allen Iverson days where their money's got them thinking they're gangsters? Or are some of them gangsters that are bringing it to the limelight when you're supposed to? Well, what's going on here? First of all,
listen, here's since you're asked.
Or is it just good old-fashioned athletes that want to win? I don't think that's what it is. Is it guys that are so mad and giving it all they got that they want to win? Or are they bringing their street bullshit into the game trying to act cool? What's going on?
Well, since you ask, my personal opinion is I think you should let them fight like they do in hockey.
Me too.
I think they should go to fuck at it right on the court. You got a beef with someone, just let them fucking go.
I love it.
Maybe we can even take some side wagers on that. Little live in-game betting, you might.
Oh, in-game all day long. Listen to me. You know what they need to do on an in-game? I tell you what, they need to give them, 30 seconds is a long time.
No, it ain't.
Well, yeah, when you're not on skates, it is, Skip.
You're
fighting head up.
Well, you have to get enough time to get your bet in.
So, no, we're not worried about betting. NBA, we allow 20 seconds for them to scrap. Because so many of these players think they're thugged out, or they come from a certain place, or they bring it onto the court rather than just play basketball, which, by the way, the only reason why you got paid is for your basketball talent. No one gives a fuck how hard you are. No one gives a fuck who you're fucking. No one cares what car you got, your gold chain, none of that shit. You run up on the wrong people that actually like to rob your fucking rich ass.
Well, one thing I don't agree with is going to the other team's locker room after the game.
It's going too
Yeah,
far.
that's crossing the line.
Guys, you got to go back to being professional athletes. Like I said, we're all from the streets. We all get in our feelings, but you got to realize you're getting paid millions of dollars to be professionals, act like one, or get kicked the fuck out of the league and take your ass back to where you're from and go gangbang in the streets, because I know that's where I come from, and I would never want to go back to that life from this life, Skip.
No.
Ever.
No. I'm not going back to the trailer park.
I want my kids to see shit that I never, ever want them to experience that I had to myself. You know what I mean? So,
I agree.
NBA, what do you think about these scraps? Like, start NBA kicking people out for a few games, or do we just come up with the 20-second rule and let them scrap?
Just let them go at it like they do in hockey.
How does that work?
But there's no reason to go to the other team's locker room. That's my opinion on it.
Here's why I feel it might not work in the NBA, because NBA, the little cliques of like 10, 11 people are like gangs.
Yeah.
So I don't know if the one-on-one fight would allow to go on for long before one of the other players came off and stole on the dude from the side.
Well, I'm not real big on ganging up on somebody either. I mean, let's just fucking go, toe to
So,
toe.
NBA
Imano.
NBA, let them fight for 20 seconds straight. Anybody jumps in, they get kicked out for fucking 10 games and like a six-figure fine just to make sure you don't do it.
Yeah, well, they have that in place. Sixth man off the bench or whatever, right? First guy off the bench gets in trouble. They got that in hockey, too.
Well, it is what it is, my friend. Anyway, let's get rocking and fucking rolling, Skip. We got a couple different things that I want to talk about. I want to recap last week what we talked about in football. After all, they're listening to our show to get some information on basketball, see who we like in this playoff
They want to know what the promotion is this week.
They want to know what the promotion that we're going to do, so they can flat out get paid. Anyway, we're going to do a little recapping from last week, and that's sponsored by our boys over there at paperhead.com. You want to let them know?
Hit the ground running. Start your own business with the best player management software in the industry at paperhead.com. And today, they're offering an exclusive Bookie Boot Camp, which will show you how to be your own boss, start making some real money. Jot down the link appearing on the screen right now. It should be showing here right below us. Paperhead.com. Sign up for the 14-day Bookie Boot Camp, where you'll also get 50% off of Paperhead's stellar platform. Get the actionable lessons to build your business right now and get the resources to help you grow your empire. Get the resources to help you make some serious money. And Paperhead, by the way, those are the people that pioneered this shit. So head on over to paperhead.com, because this offer is exclusive for the fans of VIP Sports Podcast. Act now. If you like Steve Stevens and you bet big and you live larger, there's no better place to start your empire and make money than paperhead.com. Fair enough, Steve?
I know we talked a lot the first 30 minutes. We went over some things that were on our mind. We talked a little bit about chicken and different things that had nothing to do with sports betting and making money. What I want to do is I want to take a little break. When we come back, I want you guys to grab a pen and a piece of paper, because we're going to get down to fucking business. We're going to get down to making money. We're going to get down to breaking your fucking bookie like the $2 fucking whore that he is. After all, you do like making money, right? well, then you're listening to the right fucking podcast. We're going to recap what we talked about last week. We're going to preview the football games, and more importantly, show you how to get fucking money betting college basketball and NBA right after the break.
You do like making money, correct? I'm Steve Stevens. I'm the one that tells you who to bet. I'm not a bookie. I'm the Bookie Killer. Whether you're here in town on business or to flat out gamble, don't forget, sports betting is a multi-billion-dollar industry and you deserve your fair share. Call 877-220-6540 or go to VIPSportsLasVegas.com, mention this ad, and get a $500 personal play absolutely free. See you in the winner's circle.
BetDSI.com. Over 20 years in business, A+ rated and fast and free payment of winnings with odds on all sports and global events. Get a free $25 right now to try the site and a 100% bonus on your first deposit. Go to BetDSI.com now because it's only a game until you bet it.
Yeah, that's what we'll start doing, is start posting up clips. There it is, right there in your face,
Well,
right?
he did it last week really well.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You're tuned into the VIP Sports Podcast. I'm Steve Stevens, the Bookie Killer, sitting here with my co-host, the Big Skipper. In the beginning of the show, we talked about a bunch of different stuff, but this is the part of the show that everybody's looking forward to. This is the part where people are ready for. It's the part where we show you how to make bottom line fucking money.
Before we do that, let's explain to them once again what we said last week, real quick on a recap, what we said during this podcast last week, and tell me if or if not it came true.
Well, I can tell you right now, we said the Eagles know that they are an underdog in this game, and we'll use that as motivation. We said that to start. The Eagles have been home dogs in playoffs twice. We said the Eagles have been home dogs in the playoffs twice, dating back to 1994, and they both won the game.
Yeah.
You said that stat really
Well,
didn't
make
matter.
it 3 times because they're dogs again
Well,
this
yes,
week.
I say make it 3 times. The total has gone under in 9 of the Falcons' last 12 games against the Eagles.
So last week we told you when the Falcons play the Eagles, 9 out of 12 times they played each other, the game's been an under.
Correct.
What else did we tell them about that game?
We said the Falcons are 1-7 straight up and 1-6 against the spread in their last 8 games on the road against the Eagles.
So we told them when Atlanta goes into Philly, they don't fucking score. As a matter of fact, I believe what I said was last time they went into Philly, they put up 15 fucking points, couldn't do shit, and they're 1-7 straight up in Philly and 1-6-1 against the spread the 8 times they've been in Philly.
And I actually responded to that with they have the same team. The defense is going to be good. I also said it was going to be a low-scoring game. I asked you, did Foles have enough to pull it out? And sure enough, Skip, the game came down exactly what we said. Low-scoring game.
Philly
Foles
in the
pull
under.
it out, wins outright. Philly in the under. What else do you want from us, ladies
We
and
also
gentlemen?
told you that Atlanta was 2-5 against the spread their last 7 road games.
Listen,
Atlanta can't win in Philly. They can't win. They don't cover in Philly. They don't win in Philly. They went there last year with the same team, put up 15 fucking points. They've only covered twice their last 7 road games.
And Philly's undefeated in their last 3 games as road underdogs.
Yeah, they
So,
got the best record at home the fucking last 2 years. #1 red zone fucking offense.
A lot of people talk men lie, women lie, but numbers don't. Bottom line is, we gave you 2 free games yesterday in this game last week. Eagles and under, 2-0 situation. Real fucking simple. Okay? I also said, just like Rodney Dangerfield, the Patriots get no respect, Skip. I've said it once. I'll say it again. I sound like a broken fucking record. All they do is cover. As you know, we gave out our playoff game of the year, my single biggest bet of the year,
Cha-ching.
$88,000 on the New England Patriots.
Fuck around, put $500,000 on Tom Brady.
I fuck around and made 80
Woo!
G's on Tom Brady. Congratulations to the whole team. Congratulations to myself. And congratulations to all of our clients.
All of our clients who cashed in on Tom Brady and Belichick and the Patriots last week. Unfucking believable. Steve's NFL playoff game of the year got the money again.
New England has gone 9-1 against the spread. Write this down, guys. Fuck.
This is what we told you last week.
New England has gone 9-1 against the spread in its last 10 games as a favorite.
Make it 10-1 now.
The Titans are 0-5 straight up and 1-4 in their last 5 games on the road against the Patriots.
What happened? Blowout winner.
I mean, everybody got a little nervous. They came out. Tennessee scored first. Everybody was in awe. It was all in the plan, my friend. Tom Brady, absolute blowout winner.
So far, Steve, there's been 8 postseason games. There's been 8 playoff games so far in the NFL. Patriots are the only favorite that covered out of those 8
Every
games.
game.
7 dogs got the money. Only favorite that covered, New England. NFL playoff game of the year, New England.
You can hate on New England and Boston as much as you fucking can, but I'm telling you right now, they are superstars, and they were superstars this year when it comes down to betting against the spread. Remember, we don't give a fuck who wins or loses. Beat the spread, get some head.
Right.
That's what Skip said.
You don't have to stay ahead. You got to beat the spread. So 7 dogs so far in the playoffs, and only 1 favorite is covered. Out of those 7 dogs that have covered, 5 of them have won outright.
So if you're a dog guy, I wouldn't be fucking with the Patriots, that's for sure. What else did we say, Skip?
You want to talk about the Saints game?
Yeah, let's go into the Saints in Minnesota.
I mean, you basically looked in the camera and just said, over. Over. I mean, that's all we really got to say. The total's gone over in 7 of the Saints' last 9 games when they play Minnesota. 29-24. That was an over. Wow, what a finish.
Absolute blowout.
What a
over.
fucking game.
Okay? I gave you guys the over for free. I said, fuck getting in your feelings. This isn't a game to take the side, even though I think Minnesota will pull it out. I said the play in this game was the over. So, in the 2 playoff games that we gave you, that's 3-0 so far, my friend.
Well, here's a little information. You see that shady tackle at the end of that game?
Oh, my God.
Did you see how the Saints guy just totally wasn't even close to tackling that guy?
Are we getting into that right now? Because I already told you I don't know what I like more, WWE or the NFL.
Let me just go ahead and say this, okay? And then you can come up with your own thoughts. In Las Vegas, there were quite a few 6-figure money line bets on the Saints. What a money line bet is, for those of you who don't know, is just to win straight up without the points.
They just need to win the game.
And that was paying good money. That was plus money. It was like plus, what was it, Steve? Plus 150 or plus 160?
I seen it from 140 all the way up to 160.
So you got real good value if you had the balls to take the Saints on the money line just to win the game straight up, not with the points.
Well,
Now listen to what I'm telling you.
Exactly.
You saw that tackle at the end of the game, right?
You call that a tackle?
Or should I say a flop on his side? Wasn't even close. I mean,
are you trying to
it
hit
was
him for?
absolutely horrible. I just want to say something.
You stand in front of him. When he catches it, you hold him. There's no more time. Go ahead, Skip.
In Las Vegas, there were quite a few 6-figure money line bets on the Saints to win that game straight up. That the book stood to take a serious fucking beating if the Saints win that game straight up. In fact, William Hill, if not the biggest, the second biggest sports book in the state of Nevada, got very, very heavy one-sided money line action on the Saints. William Hill said that 70%, more than 70% of their money line wages on that game were on the Saints on the money line. I'm not saying anything else. You figure it the fuck out.
It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure it out, guys.
Oh, boy.
Oh, God.
Nice tackle.
Let's preview these 2 games coming up. Grab your pen and a piece of paper. Get them out. We're going to give you some more winners on what to do.
Here we go.
Jacksonville Jaguars at the New England Patriots. Total on this game is 9 and 46.5, Skip. Patriots opened up as a 9.5-point favorite. The total was 46 early in the week. New England is a remarkable 10-1 against the spread in their last 11 games overall.
Yeah, and right before we came in here, I saw a lot of places went down to 8 overnight, Steve. Money's coming in on Jacksonville, believe it or not. They're taking the points in this game.
Well, ESPN, Fox, all these people are selling the fuck out of
The line opened at New England -9, 9.5. I'm seeing 8, 8.5 almost everywhere now.
Their defense is better. Hold on, let's talk about it real quick. They have a better defense than the Patriots. Patriots have proved that they've let people score on them. It's going to come down to what Brady can do against them and what they can detain, my friend. They can't allow them to score a lot, and it's going to be very crucial to how many points Brady can get off on this defense. Can they win more than 8? Will they win by more than 8? You might have to call 877-220-6540.
Let me give you a couple of stats. First of all, the weather's going to be beautiful at both of these games this weekend.
Correct.
It's supposed to be sunny, 47 degrees on game day up there in New England, 10 to 15 mile an hour winds, so the winds shouldn't have any effect. It's going to be a beautiful day up there in New England. 47 degrees and sunny at the end of January. That's a beautiful day.
This is all I want to say to add on to that Patriots. Now, because I said they're 10-1 against the spread. Here's one thing I want to make a point to you guys. Out of the 10-1 against the spread, the 10 Patriots games that they've won against the spread, they've won by an average of 16 fucking points. So if you ask me what they're winning by when they're covering, out of those 10 wins against the spread, they've won by an average of like 15.9 or let's say 16 points. So when they win, they're winning by over 2 touchdowns. Real simple.
Well, let me give you a couple more numbers since you got your pen and paper out. New England is 8-3 against the spread, Steve, when they're favored by 10 points or less.
Yes.
Did you hear that?
Yes, they are.
They're 8-3 against the spread this year when they're favored by 10 points or less. They've covered 6 straight home games, Steve. 6 in a row. 6-3 against the spread at home this year, and the last 6 at home have got the money against the spread. 6-0. This total, and not to mention, the Patriots haven't been away from home since December 17th, since a week before Christmas. They've been at home for over a month without leaving the state. They were home for Christmas. They were home for New Year's.
So they're busting nuts. They're hanging with their family. They're drinking eggnog. They're fucking kicking.
They're real comfortable. They've been sleeping in their own fucking beds.
Yeah.
They've been home for over a month, straight through the holidays, haven't had to leave the city or the state.
Well, write this down, though. New England's 35-14 win over Tennessee last Saturday as a 13.5 favorite was the team's 3rd straight win in cover as a double-digit favorite. So they've already banged them up by 2 or more touchdowns. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I can tell you the total on this game is sitting at 46. It opened around 47. It's come down a point. This is the 3rd lowest total this year for a Patriots game. 3rd lowest total. Normally their totals are a lot higher than that. At home this year, the Patriots are 6-3 to the over. So they've covered 6 straight games at home, and out of the 9 games they played at home, 6 of them have gone over, my friend.
But you know what? Stats at this point of level doesn't really matter. I would more be interested in, and I think my people need to know, what are you more interested in what they've done over the last 10 games, or would you be more interested in what they did against Tennessee last Saturday?
I'm looking at an overall.
But don't you got to look at them both?
I'm looking at an overall
They just pounded them
sample.
out by 21.
The game last week didn't mean a whole lot.
It didn't mean a whole lot. They didn't play the exact same fucking team that they're going to play this week?
No.
Yeah. No?
Fuck no.
You're so full of shit.
Are you kidding me? Jacksonville's not even close to fucking Tennessee.
I don't know, man. They seem to play Jacksonville and Tennessee seem to play New England pretty fucking similar, dude.
You know, the one thing about Jacksonville, everybody says how great their defense is, and they do have a good defense.
They do.
They only give
They
up
got great talent.
They only give up an average of 17 points a game.
At number 1, yeah.
Their pass defense is superb. So, you know, Brady obviously is fucking probably the best, arguably the best quarterback ever. Their pass defense in Jacksonville is superb.
You can't let Jacksonville score. You can't let them come out and get a quick 7, 10, 14 points on you. You just can't do it.
If they take a quick lead like they did on Pittsburgh, it could be interesting. Now, Jacksonville's only covered 1 game in their last 4 games. You know, last week was the first game they've covered in their last 4 games.
Winning, but not covering.
I can say this. They're 6-4 against the spread on the road. One thing I'd like to say, getting back to their defense, here's something you might not know. Jacksonville's defense, as good as they are, they've allowed over 100 yards rushing in 6 of their last 8 games. That was a surprise to me when I saw that stat. So as good as the defense as they are, they have been giving up some ass on the ground. But their pass defense has been superb.
Well, no, regardless if you're surprised by it or not, this is a fucking fact. This season, including the playoffs, the Jacksonville Jags are ranked number 1 in offense, efficiently allowed, and 1st in points per drive allowed. However, the Patriots are ranked 1st in offense, efficiency, and points scored per drive. New England is 7-0 straight up, 6-1 against the spread over its last 7 postseason games. The total has gone under, Skip, in 6 of the Patriots' last 7 conference championship games.
Wow. So there, that is a good stat.
Well, this is what I'm saying. This particular game, all the Patriots fans have been betting on them, all the Patriots fans that haven't bet on them, I don't know if this is the time to come jump on them and bet on them. You might be looking at a total as the safest bet in this particular game, Skip.
Well,
Under in 6 of the last 7 conference championship games. Tom Brady jammed his right throwing hand at practice Wednesday after accidentally being ran into by a teammate. I don't think that's
he had his thumb stuck up
I was
fucking
just gonna
Giselle's
say,
ass.
I was just going to say, I don't think it's a big deal. He's jammed his thumb in her ass a couple different times before game day, and it's never seemed to be a problem. You know
It's like
what I
he
mean?
does it on purpose.
Yeah. Brady's x-rays, however, revealed no structural damage at all.
Well, here's the question. Will there or will there not be enough air in the balls this week in New England?
Here's how I'm going to leave that game. You do not want, as Patriots fans, you do not want Jacksonville to score early. The key here is for Patriots to score on their defense early, set the tone, let them know that they're not worried about it. Patriots play good defense, or the Patriots could be in for a world of shit. I don't see that happening, but if they stick to the plan, they should be fine. I don't see a better head coach in the business than the Patriots head coach, my friend.
Bill Belichick is a monster. So to sum it up, New England 10-1 against the spread. Their last 11 games, 6-0 against the spread. Their last 6 home games.
And 9 out of 10 covering the spread, double digits.
8-3 against the spread when favored by less than 10 this year. They've been at home for over a month. Very well rested. Yeah, sniff it out, my friend.
You're going to look for a total in this game. I'm not going to bullshit you. It's too late in the season to be fucking around. Give us a call. One call, that's all. Let's talk about Minnesota and Philly.
Let's do it.
Philly, fly like an eagle. Boy, your motherfucking boys came in. It was a scary game. It was a hard-nosed game, and I'll give it to you because I told you that game, well, I didn't tell you. I said Nick Foles would have to perform. It was all going to come down to him. And sure enough, you said he would. He performed, and you got the win, Skip.
We got the W.
Minnesota is looking to host the Super Bowl at U.S. Bank Stadium with a win versus the Eagles. Would that not be fantastic for the old 100-year-old lady sitting in there watching the Minnesota game, being able to be a Minnesota fan and host a Super Bowl?
Yeah, it'd be great.
That would be fantastic for Minnesota, and I'm sure the NFL would make a bunch of extra money on that as well. Shit gets a little fishy, you know. Just like if, for some reason, if the Golden Knights could win the Stanley Cup, how fucking amazing would that be? Coming out at what, Skip?
I'll tell you what, man. They look fucking
2,000 to 1? What were they?
No, it wasn't that much. It was like 80 to 1 or something.
In the beginning of the season?
Yeah.
I thought it was 200 or 2,000 or something in
No.
the beginning.
I think it was around 80.
80? So, no, you're wrong. I'd have to say it was 100 or 200 to 1 for
right.
them to win the Stanley
You want
Cup.
1,000 on that?
80 to 1 in the beginning of the season?
Yeah.
Before it started? I'd say it was more than 80.
No bet.
Tired of betting your fucking ass anyway.
No bet.
Every bet I've bet on air, I've lost with you.
I'm not 100% sure on that, so no bet.
All right. Well, anyway, here's the deal. Write this down, ladies and gentlemen. The Vikings opened up as a 4.5-point favorite. Write that down and circle it. The total was 39 early in the week. Eagles have been doing home dogs in the postseason 4 previous times and won each of the games, including last week. You don't want to fuck with Philly as a home dog. Real simple. However, NFC, AFC championship, playing Minnesota Vikings, a team that's stellar. This game is probably going to be the best game to watch on TV, bar none. What do you think, Skip?
I think a whole lot about this game. I mean, I don't know how much time you want to give me to talk about this. But,
I'll give you a second. Let me finish what I'm saying.
Say what you want, and then I can go ahead and say what I want about the game.
Eagles have, like I said, as home dogs, they've been proving to people, don't put us as a home dog. The last 3 times they covered, this would be the 4th, okay? The Vikings are playing in the NFC Championship game for the first time since 2009 season when they lost a thriller to the New Orleans Saints in overtime with Brett Favre under center.
Yes.
Trends. The Vikings are 3-11 against the spread in their last 14 games against the Eagles. Write that down and circle it. The Vikings are 3-11 in their last 14 games against the spread against the Eagles.
Wow.
The total has gone under 3 of the last 4 games against the Eagles. The Vikings games have went under 3 out of the last 4 times against the Eagles. Now, write this down and circle it. Eagles are 6-1 against the spread in their last 7 games in the playoffs as an underdog. They don't lose as an underdog. They've proven that. But once again, with Nick Foles behind the quarterback, tell us what you got, Skip.
Well, let me first start out by saying it's going to be sunny and 52 degrees. It's going to be a beautiful day at the Link in South Philly.
Who does that benefit?
No one. It actually benefits
The fans.
the fans.
Okay.
Great
The
answer.
alcohol sales.
Great answer. Because those dome babies are coming to Philly. I would prefer if it would have been a little colder, maybe a little windy.
Me too.
Maybe even a little fucking snow for those dome babies up there in Minnesota.
But a game of no excuse, perfect weather.
Both games are going to be beautiful weather. The Vikings are now -3. Opened up 3.5, 4, somewhere in that neighborhood. Money's been coming in on both dogs and the under in the New England game, and the total is now 39 in this game. Minnesota Vikings, 6-4 straight up on the road, 5-3 against the spread in those 8 road games. Minnesota 5-1 against the spread their last 6 road games. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard it.
Minnesota 5-1 against the spread their last 6 road games. However, you noted they're only 3-11 against the spread when they play the Eagles. I'm not so sure how much that goes into the your equations. I like that road stat a little bit better. Let's talk about the defense in this game, Steve. Minnesota's defense is absolutely stellar. They've allowed 81 points in their last 6 games combined. That's an average of 15 points. In their last 6 games, Steve, they've only given up an average of 15 points. They've only allowed 100 yards rushing 6 times this year, and they've only allowed over 115 yards rushing only once this year, and that was in Carolina against the Panthers. So you can't run against this team.
No, we went over these spreads off the air. They're number 1 in a lot of fucking
They're
shit.
number 1 defense.
Pretty much in everything.
You can't run against this fucking team. They've only given up over 115 yards on the ground 1 fucking game all year, and that was in Carolina. Now, their defense on the pass, stellar. Their average fucking pass play for the season, 9 yards.
So you're not throwing any trick plays or any bombs, or you're not just going to go run a route and grab 10, 15 yards on the fucking
They don't
team.
give up big passes, okay? Their average fucking pass give up
Minnesota knows that.
9 yards. So only one team has run for over 115 yards on them the entire season, and their average pass fucking play defense is 9 fucking yards. Now let's talk about the Eagles defense.
You have to add that into a factor, dude, because Minnesota's going to come, and they know that. So if they start passing the ball more, that means a lot of incompletions, which means the clock stops. Now you got an effect on the over-under. You don't want no fucking 4-hour games.
Neither team's going to be able to run the fucking ball.
Correct.
This game is going to come down to which quarterback makes the least mistakes.
And
Okay.
special teams and
Correct.
turnovers.
Special team. Who's going to block that punt for the touchdown?
Correct.
Who's going to run back a kickoff?
Correct. Who's going
Okay.
to get that interception?
Listen, both of these defenses are fucking stellar. It's going to come back. Neither team's going to be able to run the ball. Neither team's going to be able to pass for anything significant. It's going to come down to who manages the clock better, the time of possession, which special teams fucking plays better, and which quarterback makes the fewest fucking mistakes. That's what this game comes to, because points are going to be at a fucking premium in this game, Steve. I know. They're going to at a premium, which surprises me. They're actually betting the over in this game. It opened at 38. It's up to 39.
Yeah.
Okay?
The Carson Wentz isn't playing, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, these motherfuckers are betting like Reds back there and fucking randling shit.
Okay. Well, the Eagles are 6-2 to the under their last 8 games. 6-2 to the under their last 8 games. 6 out of 9 home games this year have been under. They've been, just like the Patriots, they've been home since December 17th, very well rested, haven't had to leave the fucking state of Pennsylvania in over a month. Now, I just want to talk quickly. I mentioned about the Minnesota defense. Let me give you some numbers with this Eagles defense real quick, Steve. 7 games this year, the Eagles have given up 10 points or less. Did you hear what I said?
Yeah.
They've played 17 games this year, the Eagles. 7 out of those 17 games, people, they've given up 10 points or less.
If you have a 4th and 1 and you got balls and you're trying to go against the Eagles, you better think again, because them motherfuckers will stop you on that fourth down on the regular.
Now, like I said, let me repeat this. They've played 17 games so far this year. 7 of those 17 games, they've given up 10 points or less. And 6 of those 7 games, Steve, have been at the link at home. Okay?
Well,
their average points given up at home, 13. So here you have a fucking team like Minnesota. You can't run against them. Only one team's run for more than 115 yards. You can't fucking pass for more than 7 or 8 yards against them. Okay?
And every degenerate in the world's betting the over.
They've only given up 81 fucking points combined in their last 6 games, which is an average of 15. The Eagles only give up an average of 13 points at home. Okay? I got news for you, man. I mean, I pretty much spelled it out for you.
Well, I'll tell you like this. If Carson Wentz was in the game, this would be a no-brainer for me. It would be hands down. I would be betting Philly, just like I bet Patriots this year. However, Foles has a little skepticism in my mind. You got to take that into consideration. It is going to be a hard-hitting defensive game that's going to come down to
Is it ever?
special teams. And these guys that are out there betting it to be a 28-35, you're morons.
The last 4 Philly home games has been a combined 29 points. So their last 4 home games, they've given up an average of 7.1 points.
And they're betting the fuck out of the
They've only given up 13 points average at home all year.
Sounds
and
like
their last 4 games, they've only given up 7.1 points average per game. And Minnesota's given up 15 on the road.
Answer this for me.
Are you kidding me?
Answer this.
Who the fuck's going to score in this game, Steve?
Are these line moves right now real? Or are they traps?
They trapping you? Or is it
Are the sports books setting out traps with the line movement? Or are these legit money moves?
If you're betting the over in that game, you're going completely against every fucking stat on paper, period.
Correct.
I'm just telling you, it looks like a dead under. You want my prediction?
Yeah. But
Since it's the end of the football season, should we just go out and just lay it out there? I think we just did.
yeah, go ahead. Yeah,
I
that's
mean, I
been
think the fucking under's a fucking absolute fucking steal.
I would be careful. Let's just put it like this. Lighten up on all you guys betting the over on every fucking thing. That's for sure.
Unbelievable.
You might want to look at betting the side on this game. That's where the 6-figure bet is. We're going to get into college hoops, which by far, shout out to everybody out there in the NCAA. I love you all. We're hitting 77% in college hoops right now, and nobody can even hold our fucking nuts. This is our bread and butter. This is where we're making our money. This is why my voice is gone right now. That and my ex, Kelly.
Oh, boy.
Got my voice gone, but
Oh, boy.
like I said, it's all for the better. College Hoops is brought to you by who, Skip?
DSI.
Why don't you tell them?
Operating for more than 20 years, BetDSI.com is A+ rated. They offer fast payment winnings with odds on all sports and global events, from the players who demand it all, including office pools, poker rooms, horse wagering, skill games, to the whales out there who need a no-nonsense, high-limit sports book. BetDSI.com is the perfect choice. If you're looking for the best solution to place your action, BetDSI.com. Use the promo code CHEDDAR, like the cheese, CHEDDAR. They'll give you a free $25 wager on the house, and more importantly, a 200% bonus on your first deposit. That's promo code CHEDDAR. BetDSI.com, where it's only a game until you bet it.
Also, I want to give a shout out to my girl out there, Salina, with the Blazing Chef, who started my year out with an absolute blowout recipe.
Yeah.
So now, not only am I getting my medication, Skip, but the Blazing Chef has actually got me eating a little bit better.
Nice.
So not only am I eating better, but I'm higher than motherfucking any kite you've ever seen in the fucking sky, my friend. Shout out to the Blazing Chef out there. Make sure you pick up Elevate if you're in Nevada at any dispensary, Smith's, grocery store, coffee. It's a recipe Steve loves. Shout out to Celine out there in Blazing Chef.
Shout out.
But here's the deal. Here's our new chef. This is a segment that I want to go over. It's called But They're Covering, okay?
But they're covering.
But they're covering.
But are they covering?
Are they covering? They're winning, but are they covering?
Covering my nuts.
Yeah, cover these. A new segment in which we will discuss trending teams, but the real question is, are they trending against the spread? No one gives a fuck if they're just winning.
Right.
We're not in college. We don't have team's pride. We're looking to get fucking paid.
Yeah, we just said that earlier. In this business, you don't need to stay ahead. You need to beat the spread.
In order to get some head.
Right.
Purdue Boilermakers, and fuck, when's the last time you had a boil, Skip? Speaking of, I could see you back in the day.
What if
having
I
a big
told you
boil
I had
on
one
your
on my
motherfucking-
fucking ass
You
right
had
now?
a boil on your ass?
I got a boil on my
You're
ass.
going to call Skip the skipper the Boilermaker. I've got a game bigger than the boil on his ass.
What kind of fucking question is that? Hey, Skip, when's the last time you had a boil? Well, what if I told you I had one on my ass right now?
That would be fantastic. The Purdue Boil Makers, 18-2, had their toughest week of the season and are on fire.
Fire.
You talk about calling someone El Scorcho. These motherfuckers are on fire.
Yep.
They won a late possession game at Michigan before going to Minnesota and destroying the Gophers 81-47.
They destroyed Patino's kids' team.
And then opened up a can of whoop-ass
Pounded them.
on Wisconsin by 28 points.
Yes, they did.
Purdue has won 14 games in a row, and after Michigan upset Michigan State, the Boilermakers are the favorite now to win the Big Ten regular season title.
Wow, they're really going out in the line there.
Purdue is also making a strong case to be the number 1 seed, but are they converting against the spread is the question. Purdue has covered 2 in a row. They won 7 of their last 10 games overall against the spread and played to the under in 5 straight games.
Beautiful.
They have also covered against the spread in 5 straight home games. Next game is Saturday at the Iowa Hawkeyes.
So, yes, Boilermakers are on fire. They're winning games and they're covering.
Yes, they're winning games on the road. Yes, they're winning at home. And yes, they are covering. So
Go ahead.
not only are they on fire, but yes, they are trending and covering against the spread.
Speaking of teams that cover, this would be a great time to tell them about the conference insider information that you got this Saturday in college basketball.
Why don't we do that and call it a show?
Let me go ahead and say something, folks. Listen to me and listen to me carefully. UNLV, our home college here, plays in the Mountain West Conference, in case you didn't know that. If there's something...
A horrible conference, but yeah.
If there's anything that we know, it's the Mountain West Conference football, the Mountain West Conference basketball. It's our home school, UNLV, right here in our backyard, Mountain West Conference. We have insiders in this conference that provide us with information on particular games that are being played within the Mountain West Conference. Are you following me? You might want to say it's a little home cooking, my friend. Steve got information on some home cooking in the Mountain West Conference this Saturday. We are making a very high 5-figure wager on this Mountain West Conference basketball game this Saturday. The game's priceless. You can bet whatever you want to win. The game's going to win. This particular angle hasn't failed us in years. We pay a lot of money to our conference insiders in the Mountain West Conference to get us this home cooking. So if you like home cooking and you love money, give me a call this Friday before 5 o'clock Pacific, 877-220-6540, and say, hey, Skip, can I have some home cooking? I'm going to get you that game on Saturday in the Mountain West Conference. I'm going to get you an NBA play Friday night so you can pad your bankroll. And then I'm going to take care of you on Sunday for the NFL championship games. The entire fucking weekend, $150. $150. That's $50 a day. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. If you can't justify $50 a day to beat your bookmaker this weekend, then get the fuck out of the business. 877-220-6540. An NBA winner Friday night. Saturday's home cooking game in the Mountain West Conference, and Sunday's championship Sunday in the NFL. Give us a call.
I've dedicated my life and my company throughout my entire life to making you more money than you could ever fucking imagine, to making you a better sports bettor, to have you beating the bookie like you never have in your life. There's a lot of people out there that can talk till they're fucking blue in the face. One thing about me is I can show you better than I can tell you. I make more money betting sports than anybody in the fucking world. That's the whole reason why we do this show, so we can bring you into my life of a guy that bets big and lives larger. I'm not greedy. It's a $1 trillion industry, and you deserve your fair share. The bottom line is, if you want to roll with a winning team, somebody that doesn't take no for an answer, somebody that's looking to do whatever it takes to get the fucking job done, call us. Real fucking simple. You got winners and you got losers. Which one are you? Because I'm a motherfucking winner, and I'm going to do whatever it takes to win. We got playoffs this weekend. You got college basketball in full effect. Don't let the players be the only ones that get paid. We love you. See you. Wouldn't want to be you.
It's Steve Stevens, I'll bust your bookie head open. Split it to the white meat, I ain't joking. Me and Dirt Bomb in the ghost float. Straight OG like that kush I be smoking. It's way too potent for rookies to come hit it. A little white girl around, I might sniff it. Poppin' bub in the club, so twisted. My pops keeps telling me to go get it. So I'm at the sports book, betting big on the Clippers. I'm talking about 5 figures, I need a few shots of liquor. Might need another zipper if the bomb play me. Fuck around and put $500,000 on Tom Brady. When it comes to betting sports, Steve Stevens a beast. Need a certified winner called VIP Sports. Got too many felonies to ride around with my Glock, so sure to keep it since I got shot in Vegas like Pop.
I keep hearing things. I keep hearing things. It must be the money talking. It must be the money talking. I keep hearing things. I keep hearing things. I keep hearing things. It must be the money talking. It must be the money talking. I keep hearing things.